Well, all right, guys. So it's Wednesday. It's still not Friday. Still not Friday. So we're doing another update on this crazy looking face. Look at this. Look at this crazy looking face. This looks like it's almost healed, but there's still a little bit of moldage there. You see, this is not healed yet. That wrinkle that was kind of obvious yesterday is less obvious today. We're going back to all the stuff that I do. So we're back on the treatment. And when I'm on the treatment, things get better. Less water, less sugar, less salt. Absolutely no lard, absolutely no butter, absolutely no milk. Not even jumping under the cow and going directly to milk it. No, we're not doing any of that. And as Brian Johnson says, you don't really need any of that stuff. What about collagen? Well, you can get all the fat you need from vegetables. It's just how it is. Now, not everybody is like that. Some people do need it. I always talk about my friend Charles. My friend Charles went raw vegan for a while. And if you're like him, his face started melting away. You could start seeing bulging eyes and stuff. But you can see, look, I've got a double chin on a vegan diet. So not everybody's physiology, not everybody's biology is the same. So this works for me, but maybe not for thee. Anyway, so as you can see here, this is just another day after yesterday. So yesterday was Tuesday, I think. And I said I was going to wait until Friday, but look, it looks like a lot of the things that were messed up are healing pretty well. So that's the problem with micro lesion therapy, the one that I've just invented, is you keep burning, you keep creating these micro lesions, and you instantly see where the skin is at its weakest and where it is at its strongest. You'll notice that, for instance, in this area here of the forehead, it tends to stay normal no matter if I use the same amount of, if I apply the same amount of cream to certain areas, it's just stronger. And here where I have all the foliage, it tends to be stronger than other areas like here where or here where the skin is slightly more delicate. It's extra delicate around the eyes, so stay away from burning out your eyes. Stay away from your eyes. And also remember to stay away from your hairline, or you're going to have a receding hairline. So don't go crazy. Don't go crazy. Don't just grab a whole bucket and just dump it over your head. So anyway, not too bad. Anyway, one thing that I wanted to say is that it's really hard as an adult to go and do your own stuff. Like, for instance, I have to work out by myself. I don't really go to the gym much. I'm usually just doing all these projects by myself. And also the other issue is if you're doing physiotherapy to yourself, oh my gosh. I'm trying to learn how to walk again at 40. Yes, I am a 40-year-old toddler. And one of my first clues that there was something wrong with my legs was when I was younger and I was doing physical education with a bunch of my friends back in Milan. And our instructor was like, everybody do this pose and stretch out your leg. And everybody was like, okay, so, and then he was asking the class, so where do you guys feel it? And they were like, oh, on the back of my calf muscle or whatever. And I was like, nope, I feel nothing. So when you're young, you don't understand what's going on. And obviously the doctors, even though I went to plenty of doctors, didn't mention that I had bow legs. So I thought I was superhuman. Well, look, everybody else is stretching out their calf or whatever it is. But mine doesn't stretch at all. And the other thing that I didn't notice until age 40 was that glutes. My glutes were never engaging. If you have bow legs, your glutes never engage, so you're going to have a floppy butt your entire life, and you may end up having like what do you call it? Cellulite your entire life. You can do exercises to improve the butt and all that stuff, but your glutes will still only engage in certain directions in certain ways. So you have to figure out the right thing. So let's say all the teachers are saying, oh, you have to point your toes in a certain direction and you have to squat in this certain way. Well, if your legs are messed up, you're not going to engage the muscles even if you do that. So you have to figure out what works for you. So yeah, when a lot of people like go for their run, I remember going for a run or for a long walk, and other people always talk about how their butt muscles, their glutes, oh, they feel so tired. I've never had that, never, because my butt muscles never engage. So now, as a 40-year-old toddler, I'm trying to relearn how to, I've modified how my shoes are. I've changed basically changed the shape of my shoes so that they help me push in the correct direction and all that stuff, so that the right toes, that my toes engage, and that the correct part of my heel actually touches the floor, and that it's all correct. So I don't know how long it's going to take to get my properly functioning legs again, but at the very least, these days, I can't say that my butt muscles get tired after I do a workout, but I will tell you this, at least they engage a little bit more, and it feels like the cellulite is starting to go away and it's less blobby. Like, you know how people make fun of people who have like a muffin top? Well, in my case, I've got like muffin tops on my butt. So yeah, we want to go puke that out somewhere. Anyway, so yeah, there you go. I guess I may see you guys tomorrow with more of this, and we'll see what we could do. But you gotta get in the driver's seat if you want to see improvements. And also that pain in my side that I have seems to be a lot better when I exercise regularly and when I'm on my current diet. When I control the amount of water and food that comes in and out of my body. Again, if you guys been watching my previous videos, you guys know that my water retention is crazy. It's like I am a camel. Yeah, so most people find it easy to drink a lot and get all the water out. I don't. And so I need the sun, and we'll see how long it takes to get rid of this line here. But maybe we'll achieve baby face. And again, as I said before, the goal is to hopefully remove or shrink some of the scars that came from shingles or chickenpox, whatever. Maybe I'll be able to remove some of the moles. Again, not that moles are bad or anything. I've had moles and I've got moles in all kinds of places on my body. It's not that I hate moles. I'm just doing this micro lesion therapy to see if it can be done. And again, remove as much foliage as possible and possibly shrink the double, triple chin that I've got going here. People don't believe it, but you can be a raw vegan or as close to raw vegan as possible and still have this horrific looking double chin. Look at this. My daughter loves grabbing this and goes, "Dad, look, your skin is melting." It's hilarious. Anyway, thanks for watching, and I guess I'll see you maybe tomorrow, and we'll see. So far, so good. I mean, the skin does look like it is doing pretty well and healing pretty fast. As far as things go, you can still see that there. You can still see that there. You can still see that there. This is new. This was not here before, but it is just popping up. And sometimes you'll see new ones come up. These two were new. So you win some and you lose some. We'll see how it goes. Thanks for watching, and I'll see you in the next one. Take care, guys. Bye-bye.